All right, awesome. Sean, if you could just, I'm being told that my participant sharing has been disabled.
Oh, that's right. Probably because you went back in and out. Try again, buddy.
All right, looks pretty good to me. All right, everybody, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us tonight for the Camp Workcoeman Scouts BSA program kickoff. All right, for the programs at Camp Workcoeman. Tonight we have a great group of panelists that we'll hear that we will hear from. Starting with Mr. Lou Sizer, our camp director. Mr. Tom Lyston will be talking about our summer merit badge program. We have Darren Colgan on talking about our cooking merit badge program. Mr. Monturi from our SCUBA, the Connecticut SCUBA Academy, will be able to make it on. And we have Mr. Grolke, who will be talking about Powderhorn. Mr. Petroff will be manning logistics and the chat and things I mess up on. And we also are really happy to have our business manager, Bill Hatfield, on as well. So a nice roster of folks that we will be hearing from tonight. All right. And so first, I would like to pass it on over to our camp director, Mr. Lou Sizer.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's nice to be talking about camp at the end of January. Before we get into the contents of this tonight, I just want to alert you that 2023 is actually the 100th season of Camp Workcoeman. The first year was 1924, and so this is the 100th anniversary that's coming up, and the 100th season. And this year is going to start a year-long celebration that is going to culminate with the 2024 anniversary year. And so one of the things we're going to ask you to do, and it'll be a neat thing, is that look for weekly historical vignettes on historical information, stories, events that happened at Camp Workcoeman down through the years. We did that one year during a previous anniversary, and it was really popular. They were put onto the council Facebook page, the Workcoeman Facebook page as well, and it was really an interesting thing. It actually manifested into a book that was produced by Matthew Petroff and Joe Canacci on the shores of West Hill Pond, and I'm told that this might be happening for volume 2. That book went up to 1950, and we're going to pick up from there going along. But what is happening at Camp Workcoeman? As Jeff has on the slide here, Workcoeman is on the move, and we have obviously we have a different kind of program that is different. We're going to be looking at a variety of opportunities, and as the slide said, the summer program combines flexibility with a variety of day and night opportunities that can be done individually, as a family, or as a unit. Now, we started this coming out of the pandemic with single merit badge programs, single day registrations, and that's kind of morphed over last year into 2-day merit badge programs that are offered throughout the summer, including there is also a special 3-day cooking merit badge program that Darren is going to be talking to you about. And the key ingredient in this model is that it's flexibility. The neat part is that it's flexibility, and you could build your own summer experience by adding, and you can add certain things to the day programs like overnight options, as well as meals, during the, in the dining hall as well. And this could be done by individual scouts. They could be done by families. It could be done by units, as I said before. It's not intended to replace a week of long-term or resident summer camp. It's not that, but it's an alternative opportunity based on the needs of your unit. One of the things that has come out of this, and this was something that we found last year, was that a troop went to one of our Connecticut Rivers Council camps, and they wanted to do something beyond that during the summer. And come to find out, what they did is they found out about the program. They signed up for a Monday and Tuesday merit badge sessions. They came up and stayed overnight, and they stayed also for Wednesday as well. So it was another 3 days that was added on to their summer experience in their troop. And unfortunately, I don't think people in Connecticut Rivers Council, not everybody are aware of this program, but it's a great opportunity. We're adding things to this overall schedule and this overall format. And as you can see on the slide, it says Camp Workcoeman is the Leadership Development Center of Connecticut Rivers Council, featuring a Powderhorn High Adventure training program that Dave Grilke is going to be talking about, and the National Youth Leadership Training, NYLT, that Cheryl Constantine will be reviewing. So we're going to present this and much more tonight. So thanks for being here, and we'll be talking to you in a few other minutes. So Jeff, I guess our next presenter, Tom, you're gonna talk about the merit badge program and that the fact that registration is now open.
I am. So thank you all for coming out tonight, or whenever you are viewing this, since it is being recorded. Camp Workcoeman has transitioned, as Lou mentioned. We now run merit badge programs and other training things throughout the year. We offer 1 or 2 events each month to keep scouts engaged and offer different training and educational opportunities with an expanded program over the summer. We have 6 different weeks of activities happening over the summer. 2 of those are Cub Scouts, so we're going to talk about the Scouts BSA programs tonight. There are 2 weeks of aquatics and more is listed, and 2 weeks of outdoor skills and more, where we focus on either the aquatics nature, our fantastic waterfront, or those outdoor skills, campcraft, nature-based merit badges and activities. Now, the way this works is they are 2-day merit badge clusters. And so what that means is that scouts sign up for 2 days worth of programs. There's going to be 1 session of a merit badge happening that, say, Monday, Tuesday morning, and 1 session happening that Monday, Tuesday afternoon. We have single day events happening each Wednesday. Those are some of our skills clinics and 1-day merit badges. And then we have other additional opportunities Thursday and Friday as a pair of days as well. Different merit badges that we have offering throughout the summer, you can find on our campworkcoeman.org website. If you go to campworkcoeman.org and you look through the summer programs offerings, things at the aquatics week are like canoeing, fishing, kayaking, life-saving, swimming, small boat sailing. The activities, merit badges to provide instruction out on the waterfront. We also have either some of our single day events like chess, geology, oceanography, climbing happens in there during that week, and more is available. During the outdoor skills weeks, we have things like environmental science, mammal study, nature, orienteering, pioneering, our shooting sports programs, wilderness survival, as well as some of our handicraft offerings. All of those are available. There's an up-to-date list on the campworkcoeman.org website if you search under the summer programs. Now, those days, as it says there on the slide, they run 8:30 to 4:30 each day. Lunch is included as part of the program. So merit badges are out there. It's a great way of earning something extra during the summer, picking something up, trying something. If you tried archery at another camp and you want to get into the merit badge, this is what you sign up for. We do have All right, looks like we're being pushed along to fly fishing. We have 2 single-day sessions of fly fishing offered, where we've got specialists that come in and work with the scouts how to tie the flies, and they run through fly fishing merit badge. You can see the dates there as well. Those sessions are limited due to material limitations and kind of the needs of the counselors, but we do have fly fishing on top of things. With our merit badge program, this is not in the slide, but I'll point it out there, that if a unit, if a patrol is interested in running some kind of program, what I've always prided ourselves on at Camp Workcoeman is our flexibility and an adaptability to put together a program that meets your individual interests. If some event or a program is not scheduled, it's not yet happening, but you've got a number of scouts that are looking to do something, you work with Jeff, Lou, and myself and the rest of the Camp Workcoeman crew, and we will find counselors and put on a program, especially for those that are taking advantage of our overnight programs. If your unit stays and you're taking advantage of the a la carte programs, the different offerings, you want a different kind of merit badge, something else. Camp Workcoeman is staffed by a number of quality expert educators, and we are out there to put on the programs for you. So we got fly fishing merit badge, and let's go to the next one. And we also have cooking merit badge being offered. We've done this the past 2 summers, and it's been wildly successful. Our resident chef, Darren, runs this cooking merit badge program, and how it happens is, rather than a 2-day program, we've done it over 3 days. Typically, it's been Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Scouts are coming up for those single-day events. Now, a lot of cooking merit badge has that prior work or the home cooking. We run sessions, virtual sessions ahead of time to plan menus. Then when the scouts come up, the entire time during those 3 days are spent out on the trail, in the kitchen, cooking, getting involved, being active. There's very little sitting around time, and it's all about get your hands on there and be engaged with the program. So we do have cooking merit badge. There are 2 of those sessions. Those are happening during our aquatics weeks. So those happen Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There is the prerequisites, that the cooking at home, and we communicate all of this with the different participants so that you can be well prepared, and you can come away potentially completing a challenging merit badge. So it's a great opportunity. It's been sold out the past 2 years. We've gone from me saying, okay, we 15 participants max, and we go, oh, we can handle 30 participants, and we break them up into patrol size groups. So they get a real authentic and meaningful experience with the cooking merit badge program. So sign up for that. We have anything else on the merit badge schedule? And at this, I think I'm going to turn it over to who comes up next to talk about the a la carte program.
I will talk about the a la carte program.
All right,
Tom.
Jeff, take it away.
All right, thank you. Let's see if my video works now. All right, yay, all right. All right, so in addition to the merit badge program, if a unit would like to hold an overnight, you're going to come for a 2-day program, or you're going to do the 3-day cooking merit badge program, and you'd like to stay at camp, you're more than welcome to reserve a campsite, stay overnight. We have the classic canvas tents with the bunks and the mattresses set up. The latrines will be fully stocked. We also have a deluxe family campsite that has a comfort station available. They have larger tents. And then we have some nicer cots in those areas as well. If, as a family, you'd like to reserve a tent. For any program, we have our a la carte meal option, breakfast, lunch, dinner. You sign up, per meal, and they must be ordered a week before your arrival to participate in that program. In addition to that, we also have the a la carte programs. If you're going to be staying overnight, you're done for the day for your merit badge, you'd like to sign up, you'd like to go swimming, you'd like to use the mountain bikes, shoot archery, whatever. We have a variety of programs that are listed here that you could participate in. Okay, and just contact us in advance, and we could definitely make that available, whether it's for your scout or for your unit. All right, so now I'm very excited to usher in our specialty programs, to talk about some specialty programs that will be augmenting our merit badge program this summer. And the first that we have here is the SCUBA program. So this is a 4-day SCUBA certification through the Connecticut SCUBA Academy. We have partnered with the Connecticut SCUBA Academy for many years now. And this is a 4-day certification course where participants, should they pass, will become SDI SCUBA certified. This is open to scouts. It's also open to adults. And scouts that participate will earn the scuba diving merit badge. The instructors are excellent. They're very passionate about what they do. They are there to make your scouts and any participant successful. For this program, attendees are welcome to stay overnight. We will have adults. Actually, our SCUBA staff is actually they're all venture crew leaders, and they're going to be staying overnight. And so this way here, if people have to travel, they can just they can just stay. They don't have to travel back and forth each day for the SCUBA program. And if you're closer and you want to leave for the night after the program is over around 4:30 each day, you can head home. There is also the Discover SCUBA program, where you try out scuba diving for a couple of hours with a certified instructor. That is available on request, should any unit like to participate in that activity. All right. Along with our specialty program is a program that I'm really excited to be hosting at Camp Workcoeman this year, and that is National Youth Leadership Training. We will be hosting a course this coming July 9th to the 15th to supplement, to go along with the Connecticut Rivers Council course at June Norcross Webster Scout Reservation starting on August 6th to the 12th. National Youth Leadership Training is something that the Connecticut Rivers Council has run for some time. That it's really an excellent program that they run at J.N. Webster, and we're really happy to be learning from them, working with them to bring this program as a second opportunity to the shores of West Hill Pond. What is NYLT? It's a youth-led leadership development course that helps your scout to bring new ideas, develop their leadership skills and energy to the troop. It is youth-led. The staff for the course are other youth leaders from throughout the state. And troops are encouraged to send 2 scouts to this course for a week of hands-on instruction, leadership development, scenarios, and more. Please know that when you go on to register for NYLT, it will show that the course is full. It is not full. That basically what happens is when people apply, we as the staff, whether you're at Webster or you're at Workcoeman, the course director, myself, or the Webster course director, Cheryl Constantine, will contact the unit leader to make sure that is someone that should be signing up for NYLT. The requirements: scouts must be 13 years of age. They must be first class rank. Those are pretty. Those are the rules. And really, the week is about leadership development. It's not about earning merit badges. It's not about playing water polo or going to the shooting ranges. It's about developing those leadership skills. So scouts who are mature, who are looking for that something extra to bring back to their troop, this is a great program for them. Okay, so like I said, we are offering a course at Workcoeman this year, as well, to go along with the course Connecticut Rivers Council is hosting at J.N. Webster in August. And I will be working with, and have been working with, Cheryl Constantine, the director for the J&W course, to make sure that the program is aligned and that the same quality that you'll be receiving in both places will be met. So definitely something we're all very excited about. All right, as we go along here, we now have another exciting scout training program to offer at Camp Workcoeman, that being the Powderhorn High Adventure Training. So to talk about that, we have our Powderhorn director for this year, Mr. David Grolke. So Mr. Grolke.
Thank you, Jeff. We are real excited about having Powderhorn in Connecticut Rivers Council. In recent memory, we have not had this kind of a course. This is a course unlike any other that is being offered. It's an experience-based course. So you're going to come out for 5 days at the end of July, beginning of August, 5 days of trying out different things. So it's different activities like SCUBA, like Discovery SCUBA, but it's going to be all packaged together where you have an opportunity to try different activities and then bring those exciting activities back home to your units. So we're gonna feature 14 or more activities, which include things like fly fishing, which we've mentioned already, or the Discovery SCUBA. There's going to be wilderness first aid training and such. And I want to point out that unlike wilderness first aid as a certification course, there's no certifications here. This is an experience-based course. So what you're doing is you're trying out these various activities. You're not getting SCUBA certification, but you are experiencing that so that you say, hey, this was a lot of fun. I want to take this back to my unit and try these different things. There'd be climbing activities as well, climbing and cope, astronomy, all the things that make the scouting program wonderful. We're going to feature those program elements and give you the resources that you need in order to bring those back to the units. So who can attend this? Well, it's both youth and adults. The adults need to be trained in their position to attend, and the youth need to be 14 years of age and also trained for their in leadership for their unit. So that's ILS-C, ILS-T, or ILS for ships. So introductory to leadership skills for troops, crews, or ships. You need to complete that training in order to take the course. And again, it's the last weekend in July, first few days of August. Jeff?
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Grolke. We're really excited to be offering Powderhorn as well as NYLT at Camp Workcoeman, and we appreciate the support that we're receiving from throughout Connecticut Rivers Council to make these programs successful. All right. All righty. So as we go along, we need help. We need help to carry on the mission, carry on the great program that we have had at Camp Workcoeman. So one of the ways that we get new people involved, as well as train scouts for leadership positions, both within the camp as well as in their troop, is through offering the counselor and training program. This is a week-long program. It's a Sunday evening through a Friday evening, where scouts will have the chance to work with staff during the day, teaching skills, merit badges, so on and so forth, training sessions at night on key skills related to being on the camp staff, as well as other training courses that they have the chance to participate in. So counselor and training program, it's a great way for scouts to practice leadership and learn about what it's like to be on the Camp Workcoeman staff. All right, Tom, would you like to talk about staff opportunities?
I would love to talk about staff opportunities. There are opportunities to be on staff. Jeff, back to you. No, so being part of the Camp Workcoeman staff or any council camp or camp staff is one of the greatest experiences that you can have over your summers. I started at Camp Workcoeman in 1999. I got into education as a result, not because I wanted to keep my summers open and then give all my time to the scouting program, but I got into education because of just working with the youth and kind of sharing the things that I love. Being a part of a camp staff and the Camp Workcoeman family puts you into a leadership role where you are kind of driving scouting going forward. Every scout looks forward to the summer program and how you can kind of carry that on. You get to spend your summer out in the woods, out at camp with a bunch of like-minded individuals. And unlike any other job, you have the time to like develop personal skills. You've got this opportunity to develop some independence, to be on your own, to learn new skills, learn new leadership, and apply those things that you truly enjoy. We are looking for high quality individuals that like camping, that like to spend their time on the waterfront, that enjoy scouting, that enjoy learning, that enjoy sharing that love of learning and love of scouting and love of the outdoors with others. We do have paid positions as well as volunteer positions. The way it has worked over the years is it's changed quite a bit. When I started in 1999, we were there, we moved in, and we were there for 8 weeks straight. Now, things changed. Sometimes scouts, sometimes youth or even adults have the opportunity to spend 3 weeks there, and you can commit as a volunteer and come up and help and put on a quality program for the rest, for the scouts participating. If you're able to do the entire summer, fantastic. If you're not, we would love to have you there to volunteer. What we need are people to help out with facilities management. We need support teaching merit badges. We need support working in the kitchen. We need to support running a camp program. The great thing is you're not always on the clock. You're not up at 6 a.m. and you're going until midnight. It is a time-intensive job, but the quality and the experience is second to none. So if anybody out there is interested, I highly recommend being a part of the camp staff. We provide training. You work with expert teachers to kind of train you how to lead groups, how to develop programs. Now, these are skills that help you in your own personal life, as well as things that you can take back to school, to your own troop or unit. Get involved. It's a great time. It's a great experience. The Camp Workcoeman staff, those of us, we've got a lot of committed individuals that have been around for decades. Not saying that you're going to be hanging around with a bunch of old guys, but we're there for a reason, because it's a lot of fun and you can be part of that fun as well. So anything else to add, anybody? Brian's usually got a few words on that. Brian Cornell, do you have any comments about staffing opportunities? How'd you get involved? Nope. Okay. Anybody else? Otherwise, carry it on.
All right. Mr. Sizer, do you have anything to add?
Well, there is a staff opportunity and a CIT opportunity is a learning experience, as Tom said. It's something that that is acquired. It is over the years that I've been the camp director, I've had people come to me and say that my son or my daughter has changed so dramatically having been a part of the camp staff, and you know, it's a very noticeable experience. As I say, we need to have the help in recruiting a great staff, and we're asking for you out there to pass this along. On our Camp Workcoeman website, there's a drop-down window that says "Get Involved," and you can fill out an online application, and then we will be in touch with you to pursue this further.
Excellent. So yes, please, we need help continuing the mission and having the next 100 years at Camp Workcoeman be just as successful as the last. All right. All right. So just so that everybody knows, all registrations for any of these programs are done through ctscouting.org. Information and links to register can also be found at campworkcoeman.org, and visit campworkcoeman.org for our program guide, flyers, brochures, information about camp staff opportunities, CIT, and more. The costs for each of these programs are listed as there. They're also available on the Camp Workcoeman website, as well as when you register for each of these activities. Now, to make scouting affordable, to help everyone being able to attend camp, make sure finances are not a challenge, a barrier. Connecticut Rivers Council does have a campership program where scouts families can apply for need-based financial aid, and that amount is reviewed and then contacted regarding any funds that are received. In addition to the funds available to the Connecticut Rivers Council, there is also a scholarship fund available through the Camp Workcoeman Alumni Association. And so with that, between maybe Bill, if you would like to talk some about the scholarship fund and the Camp Workcoeman Alumni Association, that would be great.
Sure. Just want to take an opportunity to speak to the adult leaders, the adult scouters who are unit leaders, to make sure that everyone knows that the Alumni Association does exist and we do have funds available. We were set up about 5 years ago because we found out there were some local scouts whose family was thinking about not sending their scout to the summer camp program, essentially because of the financial issue. A lot of times the camperships that are offered through the council have to be spread numerous ways throughout our 3 camps. And very rarely are they a full campership, or sometimes they're simply not enough to accommodate a family. We have found, especially with families with multiple scouts, even paying 50% when you have 2 or 3 or 4 scouts in your family that want to come to camp. We wanted to make sure that those funds were available to be able to make sure that no scout who wanted to attend wasn't able to because of the financial cost of attending. The alumni funds are available for any of our camp programs. So the Powderhorn program, the SCUBA week certification, the NYLT courses that have a little bit of a higher cost certainly are available, but as well as those 1, 2, 3 day programs and any of our programs throughout the the school year, throughout the entire calendar year. You can reach out to Tom or myself or any of the camp staff. You can certainly get in touch with the camp director, Lou, or with Jeff. And Lou mentioned a few moments ago that there was a Get Involved tab on the campworkcoeman.org website. One of the drop-down items there is the Camp Workcoeman Alumni Association page, which you can get. I believe Tom's email is linked right there. Reach out to any of us, please, if you have any families that you know of that could use that resource.
Thank you, Bill. All right, so just to provide a preview of our Scouts BSA fall programs taking place after the summer, September 9th, we will be having Merit Badge Completion Day. So for any Merit Badges that aren't completed at any camp throughout Connecticut Rivers Council and beyond, you can come and we can work with you to complete a Merit Badge or 2. We have our Trail to Eagle Day on October 21st this year, and then our Sportsman Merit Badge Day with the 5-mile hike and orienteering clinic happening on Saturday, November 4th. So with that, I'm not sure, Sean, Chris, et cetera, is there any questions in the Q&A?
There are not currently any, but if anyone has any questions, please enter them now and we'll be happy to answer them. In addition, I'm going to just put in the chat, if you filled out the Google form to get the link for this webinar, we will send you the slides to that email that you entered. Looks like there's a few people who are on here that are not on that list. So I'm going to go put that link in the chat so that you can fill that out.
I believe, Christopher, you may have to put in the Q&A for them to see it. I think the chat, I think we might see.
I'll see, I'll figure it out. There is a question.
Go ahead. I was going to say the same thing, Chris. Go for it.
Yep. There is a question now about is there an age restriction on the scuba diving?
Technically there is not an age restriction on the scuba diving. It's recommended that it's age 13 and above, but officially there is no scuba. There is no age restriction. Obviously, if you're Boy Scout 8 or Scouts BSA age, which is 11, but officially there is no restriction. But it is something I would recommend that it be someone who's 13 years of age and older, just because we want them to have a good experience.
For younger scouts, especially someone participating in the SCUBA program, even the Discover one-day program, will certainly need to be a strong swimmer. Not just the blue test, but to be able to pass the BSA swim test very confidently, but also the equipment that is used, the oxygen tank that goes on your back, the flippers that are used. If you have a very small framed 11 or 12-year-old, it might be difficult for them to actually participate in that. So just please keep that in mind if you're thinking about offering that to one of your scouts.
If I could just throw in something about scuba there as well. Please understand that if you're going to be going out in other areas, in other locations to try to get certified in scuba diving, you're going to spend well over $1,000 in order to obtain that certification. The fact that we have this partnership with the Connecticut Scuba Academy is amazing, because what it does is it does provide the opportunity to get certified at a much reduced price. This is something that's really important as well, because especially if your troop is planning to go, let's say, to the Florida Sea Base, and you can have your scouts certified that way. We get people from different councils around the region that investigate ways to get their kids certified to just in planning their Florida Sea Base trip. And so this is, I want to say it's a bargain when it comes to it. And I think that if you look around, you'll see that it is. There is an online section that the kids will have to complete before they get to camp. But it's, as I say, it's a very, very challenging, and it's a very, very enjoyable experience.
Christopher, anything else in the chat?
No, there's not. But I did put the Google form link is now in the Q&A. So if you need to fill that out, just click on the Q&A button on the bottom, and that should be shown as an answered question with the link.
And one other thing I'd like to add is we did record this, so we'll upload this to our YouTube page. So if you have people in your units that missed it, it's on Facebook, but it'll also be on our YouTube page that we can easily send out through a link. So I'll make sure everyone gets that as well.
Okay, well, please sign in on the link available in the Q&A. And with that, we wish everybody a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you at camp soon.
I guess I have one other thing to add. If you go to campworkcoeman.org/2023, most of the information we talked about, probably about 90% of it is up there currently. I posted that today. And a few other things will be updating in the coming weeks. A few details about the Scouts BSA that's not there. The Cub Scout stuff is not yet up, and the program guide is not yet up. But that'll be posted in the coming few weeks. And if we have your email address, we'll send you the program guide when it's available as well. And we do have a question as to which YouTube page. I believe that'd be the Connecticut Rivers Council one. Great, Sean.
Yeah, I just answered them too via type, but for everyone else out there, yeah, it's going to be on the Connecticut Rivers Council one, but like we could share it on the Camp Workcoeman page after that and stuff like that. So,
all right, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you on the trail soon.